water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water. Take a breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Now, grab your glass for that water. Get your picture of that water. Lift that picture of your water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now, move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Stretch that spine. Family, move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, move, move, then drink. Oh. Now, raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, family. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, raise, toast, then. Oh man, that tastes good. Now take your breath and drink your water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. What's going on with the music, fam? Somebody help me. Stay healthy, breathe, drink, eat, move. Culturally appropriate, of course. Make sure you get your sleep too. But hey, take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors, break down, and drink up. I don't know what's going on with the music. Please forgive me, please forgive me. We're going to drink up the water. Alright, so now we're about to test the sound on YouTube because I went and did some work, did some experimentation, trying to make sure that everything was copacetic and make sure that everything is working. So, first off, let's check and make sure that we're streaming. It says that we're streaming live on YouTube right now. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to check and make sure. And I also want to check the sound on YouTube. It say we online on Periscope. It say we online on Facebook. It say we online on Facebook. It also says we are online on YouTube. So now I want to check the sound because people have been complaining about the sound. The only time I can really check the sound is when I'm live. So I apologize for any inconvenience that some of y'all may be feeling. But while we're here, let's give us a moment to do a little bit of chatting right now. because it's not coming up on YouTube right now. This cool. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. But we gonna try plugging in the mic to see if that'll help at all. If it does, whatever. We gonna see. We gonna see. We about to find out. Oh, I got the damn camera backwards. All right. I don't know. Maybe that might help the sound a little bit better. But anyway, so family, I've been thinking about. Of course, y'all know I think about this all the time, and in my weekly study. Yep, I've been studying weekly. My fault. I need to apologize for the show last night. What happened, Brother Tim? Brother Tim, I was tired. I got something major that was on my mind that I have to do. I'm getting ready for today, prayerfully. Report to these ancestors. May, get all my connections together. But anyway, we want to make sure that, I got myself together for today. I was tired yesterday because what's crazy is, well, ain't even crazy, but on Kuchishaklia is my busiest day. So soon as I get into work, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not bombarded, I'm kind of cool. But when I walked in the door, it was one thing after another. And then I have classes all day. So, part of my adventure this year, once again, is I'm going around and teaching the culture. And I wrote a book specifically to teach about the Nguzo Saba, or what we call the Millennium 7, at the school. And we're going through the story. And, I wrote this story maybe, Cleve was in first grade when I started discovering these stories. And y'all know I'm not above stealing the story. I'm not above it. No, Lord. I'm not, won't deny it. I will take a story in a second, run fast as I can with it. You know what I'm saying? So either I created stories, or I rewrote them, or added to them. And basically using the stories to teach about the Nguzo. But anyway, in my studies yesterday, on my way to work, because it's about a 40-minute drive, and on the way home it's somewhere around about a 40-minute drive, depending on the traffic. I got time to study. So yesterday I was listening to a story called The War of the Heavenly Horses. And this is a story about a war that happened between parts of Greece and China. So when Alexander the Macedonian did his campaign and spread it out the Greek territory, or the Macedonian, but he used the Greek, well, actually, his core soldiers were the Macedonians. After Macedonia took over Greece, rode down into Greece, Alexander's father took over, and then Alexander took over from his dad. Alexander expanded the borders of Greece. The farthest eastern province after Alexander died was basically, still was there for about 200-300 years. And they developed, or bringing with them, in some form or fashion, they developed the skill of breeding what people call the heavenly horse. And this horse was basically bred for war. The part of the mythology of the horse was that the horse it sweated blood. This is how brutal it was. It didn't get tired like other horses. It could run for long distances and stay active. And the Chinese, the Han Dynasty, heard about the horse and sent emissary to the Greeks to buy the horses. And they had a price. And when they came to the Greeks, or what was left of the Greeks at that time, or the mixture that the Greeks had created there, they didn't accept the offer. First off, I don't know how much it was or whatever. They don't have specifics on that. But the Greeks killed the Chinese emissaries. The Han Dynasty, the emperor was furious, sent war troops out, right? But it's a long distance, so they march and the numbers get dwindled down. They get all the way to the gates. Ain't got enough people to do nothing. Go home. So this time, the emperor doubled the troops, sent them out, marched all the way. Even though they lost half, they still had 30,000 when they got there, right? And, basically got these horses. But the thought came to me because, like, we talk peace a lot. We talk about a lot of peace and stuff like that. But human history, whether we're talking Western Asian or Eastern Asian, the individuals we're talking about always come at you in an unpeaceful fashion. Now they approach you and say, I want you to be reasonable. I want your horse. I like the way y'all breed those horses, and I'm offering this amount. That's not enough money. Oh, you want to take this money, because if you don't, we're going to come and we're going to take this shit from you. Oh, man, fuck you. Boom. Kill you. Boom. Send a message back. And next thing you know what I'm saying, we at war for my shit. You always have to be prepared to protect what's yours. This is why we talk about KE and our thing. You always have to be prepared to protect what's yours. Now, there will always be other people, because you got to realize society, cultures, especially nations that are capitalist driven. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to even put the capitalism in there. Nations that are humanly driven will always strive to take others' resources so that they can make sure that their home is straight. This is what we're doing in America right now. We're grabbing the resources that we can, and if you don't want to give them to us, we'll find a way to get in there and take it. We'll try to make it look as civilized as possible, but the fact of the matter is, we're taking it. We're stealing it. You know what I'm saying? So, civilization over a long period of time, especially under the way the world thinks, or has been thinking for at least the last 2,000 years, has been about big bank take little bank, or big army take little army. And we should never ever forget that lesson in history. Man, this thing still ain't popped up. I don't know what's going on. So you could somebody try GNJmedia.live. Let me know how the sound is. Because I know some of y'all like, dang, bro, you was almost on time. You was only 20 minutes off today. I'm improving. Shouts out to Miss Cynthia Johnson. I see you out there. All right, so let's go on and let's do this toast. Always got to be prepared to protect your thing. Like, like for even with the mall, right? Nabita Nelson, sound is bad on YouTube. Good morning. Miss Nabita got her surgery today. All right, so she said the sound is bad on YouTube. God damn it. All right, so I'm going to do some more fidgeting with it. I'm going to do some more working on it to try to see what's going on with this sound, because this is a major part of what we're doing, and I want to make sure that it's working. With everything we do, family, we got to be ready to protect it, and in some cases, ready to possibly lay it down to protect it. Send positive vibes. Of course, I'm sending positive vibes. You already got the positive vibes. You straight. You up pouring every day, girl. We can't get no more positive than that. So, we know the ancestors gonna rock with you. You can go on. She got getting some work done on the knee, you know. So we want to make sure that everything is cool. Now, I'm trying to go to Gye-Nyame Journey media. I was about to say it's pretty light skinned. I don't know what's going on here, you know. But all right, so let's go and get this toast on. I need to do some ironing. I ain't do nothing yesterday. Well, I mean, I ironed my clothes yesterday, but since my girls ain't go to school, I didn't have to iron everything. You know, I only had to iron my stuff. And I was like, yippee. It's beautiful when you just get to iron your stuff, man. Be like, man, save so much time. So I'm going to use I ain't going to take all this. Let this last a little bit longer. I started experimenting with corks on my gallon bottles, and one cork is stuck, you know, and I'm sitting up here like, man, I gotta get this out, right? But hey, thanks for the share, Miss Navita. So she said the sound sucks on YouTube. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to go on and make some changes, and I'm also gonna get in touch. I'll try to get in touch with the people yesterday, to let them know what's going on with my sound, so that they could let me know what fixes I could possibly do. Right now I'm using the default setting. Let's try unmuting and see how we sound. See how we sound. And I know it's taking a while, but family, I'm just trying to get stuff together. I got something amazing popping off tonight, hopefully. So I'm looking forward to it. And, you know, like I said, it's going to help take us. Do you have a corkscrew? No, it's not really that. Oh my God. And one cork is stuck. You know? Yeah, you right, Navita. You right. It sucks. And I don't know, maybe it's not the sound. Maybe it's the rate of but I'm only using 720. No, my fault. I upgraded to 1080. The picture's not even clear. I gotta get this out, right? But hey, all right. So the newsletter should have went out for some of y'all. Check out the newsletter. Let us know what you think about it. The newsletter went out to everybody on our list, as well as all those that supporting us on Gumroad. It went out. Also, it should pop up on the group, Gye-Nyame Journey group. And then after everything pops up everywhere else, I'll put it on our Gye-Nyame Journey page. All right, so first off, give an honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass, we salute that creator, we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move on. Of course, you know where we're going. Going to the list of our illustrious and our beautiful and our powerful ancestors. You know, sending shots out to our family, asking them to walk with us. You know, and also lifting up the glass a little extra here for Sister Navita and her journey for the day. We want to call on Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Jordan William Walter, Chris Fanny Gasson, Lena, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Toys, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappin, John Falara, Montague Pittman, Normal X, Pet Mount Ron, Malika Pacour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Albert Bropro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley and the Luxor Brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jennifer Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana, Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend J. Smith, Louis Henderson, Kelvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mildred Hodge, Mildred Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty. Shouts out to Brother Kwame, I see you. Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Libby the Farmer, I go to Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Trill Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Joel Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Sullivan Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sergeant Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Anna Levester, May Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amitep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frankie Russell and David, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Bina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Diddy Monaries, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley. Brother Kwame says, sending love to Navita today to get her through her upcoming adventure today. That's right. Wilson Hadley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Either Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pena Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Michael Hubbard, Irene Johnson, President Blue Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Senior, Molly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, President Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lily Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanella, Alvis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erleton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls here in West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Marco Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker, Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javan McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Laura Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Masri Coker, George Swan, Emania Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We also have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, Aunt Sis, Etta Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Kenneth Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Saleh Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Monga III, Tamari Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Dorton, Joanna, Deshandra, Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Al Louty, Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James, Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Karimi Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T. Laura Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright. We raise our glass to all of our ancestors, you know what I'm saying, that we have read. We want to send shots out to them. We want to lift them up. And of course, family, we say, Ashe. Ashe. From their family, we want to lift up our glass and we want to salute all of those family members that were born on this Ujima day. Come on, give them a round of applause. All right, Kwame, he said he went to G&J Media and he said this sounds like sugar. No. There we go. Yeah, I heard it too. We heard it on the journey. I'm going to work it out. Got to figure out what's going on. Got to figure out what's really going on now. So, all right, so we want to send shouts out to all those Ujima born. We want you to activate your reticular formations this morning, family. We are going out and we are seeking out Ujima. We are hunting it down, tracking it down, looking for it in all avenues, in all areas of our life. At this point in time, it's out there. We just have to be perceptive enough to find it. You know what I'm saying? We got to find it. Right? For those that don't speak the language, Ujima means collective work and responsibility. The demonic principle of the day is righteousness. Respect is the M7 of the day. The color is blue, as you see with the shirt. Vibration. Vibration is the Hermetic law. Male name for the day is Kwaku. Female name is Akua. So shouts out to all of those born on this day. And, you know, we are in this day. We'll be focusing on that Ujima, making this day as powerful as we possibly can, doing all that we are supposed to be doing in this day. We raise up that glass and we cement our pact with our past, with our ancestors, and our pact with our future generations. And we will handle what we need to handle in the moment. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to the future. And we toast our children, our children's children on to infinity. Family, we raise it up, we raise it up, we raise it up, and we say, Ashe. Uh-oh. Oh, uh-oh. So we got an Akua in the house. Give it up for Miss Cynthia. All right. So right now, we got a representative for Coochie Chocolate. We got a representative for Ujima. We got a representative for Ujima. We got a representative for Kuumba, and we have a representative for Imani. So we five. Shouts out to Brother Shaka. See you out there. I see you out there, my friend. I see you. All right. So we raise up for our future generations, and we say, Ashe. From their family, we move to all of our relations, and we raise this glass for all of our relations, and we say, Ashe. From there, we move on, and we raise the glass. And this is for that personal libation, that selfish toast. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move forward, all right, and move towards your higher self? We lift up the glass and we say, Ashe. Hope you get it, all right? Family, from there, where do we go? Where do we go? I'm about to tell you where we're going if you give me a second, right? So we raise up our glass. You ready? We raise up our glass to the most beautiful, most outstanding, the most faithful, the person that is building on honor, the most honorable person in the room. I raise my glass up to you. Yep, don't be shy. I raise my glass up to you, and we wish you peace, power, joy, 100 years. And as we say in Gye-Nyame, we say Ke-in, we say Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Family, I'm going to sip on this. I'm going to get down here to this ironing board. Woo! Maturing nicely, too. Nice. At this point, it's nice and mellow. Actually, I think it would go good in some coffee right now. So this batch has matured beyond its sweetness, but it has not started moving towards the whole vinegary piece yet. So this is the prime time for this batch. So everybody that got something out this batch, I hope you're getting the best out of it right now. All right. So, of course, everybody's sending out that positivity out to Sister Navita. Family, I'm going to get up. I will see you maybe tonight. I got something in the works. I'm so excited. All right, so family, this has been my fault. I forgot to welcome you. First off, welcome to the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is a Heart of a Simple production. And of course, right now you are listening to the Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Family, I'm out. Cat in. Peace.